bonsi tu ofi marke ada marka dammen tarabiya si kalbina yanka tatabachu ya damme kumkumme yonaka tatabachu ya damme kumkumme yonaka
I think all Oromo youth organizations had such a big impact on just becoming Oromo in diaspora. Somebody like me, I was born and raised here. I didn't really have that opportunity to get my Oromoma from anywhere else except these youth organizations. So to me, it was the staple of my life. It's what turned me away from going other paths that could have been worse for me in life. It kept me grounded. It helped me to build a group of friends and an extended family. And I'm more grateful than anything in my life, honestly.
There's not a lot of places where you could come together and practice speaking a language or, learn new traditions or ask people questions and whatnot. So I would say, for me, I enjoy the space because a lot of Oromo youth, like I said, it's just, the energy out here is very positive. I enjoy meeting new people all the time, whether it be Osfan or at cultural shows, dance practices. I personally enjoy the dancing a lot. I learn a lot by talking to other folks. There's a lot of different people with different experiences. There's people from back home my age, there's people that's been here, there's people that speak the language better than I do, and we all learn from each other. It's like a little melting pot, and I enjoy that opportunity. That's why I like it.
So we're here with the legend, Simba 30K. Tell us, Simba, what does OYA mean to you, and how'd you get started?
First and foremost, thank you to Maggie Lolo, my favorite, and my coach, my mentor, my everything so far. And if it wasn't for Maggie Lolo, I would have never been here. She really brought me here. She made me who I am. To be honest, it's beautiful. OYA meant a lot to me. It brought me to the community, made me who I am, made me Oromo, made me realize that there's a lot into Oromo, not just claiming who I was, and got to learn a lot about my culture. I remember when I first joined OYA, I didn't even know about the 11 different regions. I thought it was just Oromo, just 1 or 2 regions. So I learned a lot about that and got better at dancing. As you guys know, one of the best dancers out there right now. But yeah, OYA means a lot. OYA is culture, dancing, and a lot of mentor. It makes you great.
We have Iftu, who used to be a part of the board. And she's gonna tell us about, her experiences and what OYA meant to her. So, first question, what was your experience on the OYA board?
It was great being a part of the board. I learned a lot of new experience just being around the Oromo community. I was always around the Oromo community with my dad, like going to all the meetings, and the Oromo Community Center wasn't new to me, but just being around people my age and learning new stuff was really helpful, and I enjoy every experience that I've had throughout being a part of OYA board.
So what has OYA meant to you as an individual personally?
I'd say it's kind of hard to describe, but for me it's just kind of like home, just being able to go to open space where there's people that are your age but also coming from the same culture, different religions, but you still feel at home because you can share moments together and values together too. So you learn from each other and you can take that and go on to life with it and share it with your future kids and siblings too.
Wow, thank you so much, Iftu.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
I've been part of OYA since I was a kid. Okay, I grew up, my brothers being part of OYA. My first OYA performance, you want to guess?
2007.
Close, 2009, and I was actually 13 at that time. So being part of OYA taught me my roots. Not only did it taught me my roots, it gave me the opportunity to teach other people their roots, their culture, their tradition. I love culture, so dancing was a form of me to teach others. And I had any opportunity I had to teach, I would teach.
So with the way OYA is now, with the culture shift, with the youth becoming more involved, you see more growth and prosperity coming across all 50 states for them to open up their own OYA?
Yeah. I mean,
Honestly, this is amazing. Back in the day when I was part of OYA, being part of OYA, being able to represent Oromo and Oromia has always been like kind of like a fab thing. But now even the new generations are picking it up, representing the culture to the fullest. Actually, doing way better than us. So it's amazing, man.
So would you say that, with everybody saying Abdi Mudde is a legend, would you agree with that?
I would not agree. There are too many of them that actually paved the way for all of us. So I'm not the legend. Arfase and Jawar could be the legend.
Seseki kokolfi, tumal kankinarka, yabonsi tuofi, marke ada marka.
OYA yok abat do fago na gesitani. I remember Guya Jalkaba in Namlamature, the base of Nasir. Dufani outside of South, Super America, Manki Barati, Dufani Yada Kanagamna, Mal Yada, a coming good disudan de Najetani, when literally La Fertene, a coming one come back and go than Dinjini, Gafas Maria Chujalkam. Now we always fight about the year, so I don't remember what the year was, 95, 96, but we can figure it out. But still, yo am that do akumwan kalit renat fakata, right? I remember actually no hundinu man barum sa kesture and yero suniti akamin jo dargagoro mo walit finne wal barachufi hawas kenali akamin akka buabu sudan denjenne walik abamu jalkam so nafa kasi jalkabe. And then yero jalkam ni jolle bakadda high school dadda ganda Minnesota, Minneapolis, St. Paul. Walit dufne am saganta lafkaya chujal kamne. And when we did that, it gave us something that we needed, right? Because man barum sati, yes, hirioting amna, wana dadag amna, amo manat aboting kenna faduling kenna, wano rumo hasan. So we were kind of disconnected because some of us came when we were younger, some came older, but that connection to back home was not fully there. We just heard the stories of our parents. So being able to be around other Oromo youth helped us build that connection strongest to get to where we are today, right? So we did a lot of cultural shows, car washes. I was just asking someone earlier, isang car washing go tani akmaratu nalala torbarit car washing go chature mafjinan hori walisa sabne hawas ken jajjabesu fi waran ken jajjabesu mat ken jajjabesu akasin hori walik abature car washi fi like Target Field or Metrodome dem na chit volunteering gone hori na chigalu walda dar goromo gas yeros oromia yerosunit akasin jarre. So I have great memories with OYA, and it helped me connect to the community. And our community at that time was our backbone, right? When nino go ufen hundenu ya nino ufneni, okay, akamini sangar karajidan. So nulle hamilin ukenne. So adadum OYAN guddacha de maturini, we started doing more whistles, right? Because staging jalgaba kamin dargagoro mo walit finnature. Sunit ane akamin ummat Oromo tan why Oromo akamin barsisu dan din irrakaye hawison jalka, right? Hawiso, if I found the videos from back then, it does not compare to the hawiso today, right? At that time we were just doing the dances the way that it's done. It wasn't really modernized, but we were all trying. No, we're not dancers, but we knew that that's one of the ways to teach your culture to other people, at least to get an entry point. So OYA back then, just like today, was not only performing for OYA, it was performing for OSU, other community organizations. And I think that's one of the strong points of OYA, right? It goes beyond the organization and strengthens the community and continues to help the Oromo culture, Oromo voice be heard around the world. To see the next generation pick it up and take this thing as their own and continue to advocate for our people, not only through Hawiso, through protests, through different events, through the community. So I'm proud when I see the current board and the current youth to have the same passion that I did at that age. So that That makes me smile. Seenaa dheeraa yeroo gabaabduutti sanitti mujjira ammoo an akkasiin OYA dabarsee ijoolleen ammallee akkasii amma haadha waan ta'eefi hojiin kiyya Oromoo kiyya akkamiin akkan guddatu sun akka jaalala Oromummaa sun itti uumuu danda'u jedhee sun irratti hojjechuu jira. So dhaaboliin akka OYAan guddattee jabaachuu akkanatti itti fufsu yoo Oromoon guddate akka innillee irratti hirmaatee kaayyoo kan fuudhee bakkaan ga'u itti abdadha. So warri OYA ammaa jabaadha ulfaadha waan sagantaa kan qopheessitanii fi yoo waan barbaadan hunda hawaasni keessan isin dudduub jira ittiin fufaa isaniin jedha. Galatoomaa.
So we're here today to celebrate our alumni, the OYA alumni, from the past, the first board, the first ones that came, from back home, first ones that grew up here. All of them played a part in kind of our story today. So we just want to take time to celebrate them, appreciate what they've done for us. It's unimaginable, the contributions they've made to what we call, our diaspora in Minnesota, our little Oromia. There's countless stories, and a lot of the people that grow up, in today's time, they don't know those stories. So I think part of the reason why I want to do like a documentary is to capture those stories, capture those memories, and give everyone a chance to look forward to more memories, more accomplishments, more journeys together, share those impactful memories of what OYA has done the past nearly 25 years.
So everything that you guys saw that I was capable of doing in Atlanta with All-Star Weekend and with Kobe, Minnesota and Kobe, Atlanta wouldn't have been possible if they didn't give me an opportunity when I was 15 years old to sit in a room with them and just dish out what it meant to be Oromo. So to know that you guys have pillars like this still in your community is amazing, because I know what they were able to do for me, so I can only imagine what they're able to do for Minnesota and the Twin Cities. And I wanted to say, I've never been able to say it to you guys on this type of stage, but I really do appreciate you guys.
It's an ongoing story. There's more to do. There's always more to do. And we want to just take tonight to just share those memories, share those moments with the youth that are here today. So tonight's just about celebrating all of that growth and accomplishment, and take time to appreciate what's already happened and celebrate what we've done.
Tonight what we're doing is we're gathering together to reflect on everything OYA has gone through and has done as an organization. What I think OYA means to me is it's a sense of community, it's togetherness, and it's standing beside each other during good times and bad times. I kind of got into OYA because I was never really in the community before. I was always like with the masjid, I was with my family, and we never really got involved with the community that often. But 2018, 2019, I started to branch out, and that's kind of where I decided to join the organization. Tonight is about how we want to grow better and do more and kind of step up and always level up each and every year with current board, old board. It doesn't really matter, just doing better and figuring out how to stand with our community. It's kind of just like a celebration.
To me, OYA is a safe space for the diaspora here in Minnesota specifically, to just engage in anything to do with our culture. Honestly, it's a safe space as well. For me personally, I used OYA as a gateway to get myself more comfortable with learning about our culture and also engaging with other people and building my communication skills, because communication is really not my thing. And so I'd want that to be for everybody else. As far as this event goes, this is honestly just to celebrate OYA, because throughout all the events that OYA has had, we've never actually took the time to celebrate the accomplishments of OYA as an organization. The basics of this event was to honestly do something that we've never done, which was to congratulate us as a board and to also recognize the people that started OYA as a whole. Yes, we do culture nights, we organize protests, we do all these great things, but we never take the time to actually sit down and reflect on the things that OYA has accomplished for the youth and for the Oromos in Minnesota altogether. So with this event today, the goal is to honestly, give thanks to those that started this organization, give thanks to those who in any shape or form took part in it, whether it was they were on the board, they helped out with what they could, donations, dancing, volunteering, all those things, big and small. It's just to say a big thank you. We want that appreciation to be shown tonight.
OYA has always been a place where you learn your Oromuma. And I want OYA legacy to continue to be that. I want you guys to pass the torch to the younger generation, our kids, to say thank you for carrying it over here. I want to see, there are a lot of youth in Minnesota that are not here. It should have. I would have loved to see today. As you know, as Leila or a current Oromo community president, the reason I took up to be a president is to have that place ready for youth to come and to be used. Nothing but that. And I want you guys to utilize that resource and bring the kids together and be a resource and a help and a mentor to those who needed you guys.
OYA organization means a lot to me because it's an Oromo Youth Association where the youth can come and speak together. It doesn't matter what region you're from. You can come share any ideas you have, collaborating on events. The Oromo youth is very important, and it's good to have role models in your community. And just having an organization like OYA around is very nice, and it's very helpful. And you can just make new friends, and Oromo youth is very important. So just having those around you that you can connect with is very important.
What does OYA mean to me? OYA is, well, first of all, I started with OYA kind of when I was going into high school, trying to find my crowd, and that's exactly what OYA was. I felt like I found my family. I met some of my best friends in this community. I feel like it just gave me a place to feel understood and also give me a place to learn more about my culture. My dad always kind of forced us to be more in the community. He'd always tell us, go to these events, come with me. And one time I did, and then after that I just kind of fell in love with it. It was people my age and they knew so much, and I kind of almost felt like in that moment I was like, oh, okay, maybe I can do that too. Maybe I can learn just like they did. Sure, whether that be history or through the dances or anything, to be honest. And also it'll give them a place to, like I said, a family, friends, people that become family. Is just, it's a great organization, and I really just want it to prosper in the near future, and I know it can, because that's exactly what it's doing. Every single year I feel like it just gets better and better. So if I can use a word to describe it, it's family.